With the epic raid just around the corner, I wanted to see how the threadling spam Warlock fared against the Desert Perpetual. Turns out it's pretty incredible, potential day 1 build worthy. This run was at a 5 feet max difficulty, so should be at least somewhat comparable to the contest experience. For Koregos, the conditions were ideal. This boss is just a static globe, ensuring every single threadling will hit. My execution here was a little bit off too. There was times where I should have been closer to the boss, so that Dynamo will return me super energy with every class ability use, but you will get the general idea. Just spam Threadling Grenade and Phoenix Dive as they come off cooldown, with Finality's Augur providing passive damage and super regen. Mint Retrograde is still the best option for easy weapon damage when no abilities are available. Not sure if I want to recommend this as it can be a bit risky, but with the lasers you can kind of just jump over them and spam Phoenix Dive to heal. Because of a high class stat, an additional overshield is provided per dive too. Agriaos is also an ideal boss for this setup. Again, it's static, so you can just use the ability rotation over and over. Unfortunately for these upcoming bosses, I can't see the total damage of this rotation, and I'm not in a position willing to count what I hit, but on the few runs we wiped, the damage numbers at the end was consistently putting out hugely above average numbers. The idea for this boss is the same, but keep Mint or even Finality's Augur linear mode for when the boss moves to one of the far out towers. When it teleports into the middle, send threadling ability rotations. This one's actually quite easy and effective with this setup. Iatros things can be a bit more chaotic and the damage phase is shorter than the others, but it still works to great effect. The knock-up boop can actually be helpful sometimes in activating Phoenix Dive, but not really something to rely on. Not sure why I was on Penumbral Blast here, I probably just misclicked a loadout, so don't worry about it. This boss is probably the easiest of a bunch, and you can get a pretty reliable 2-phase. Epoptes though, slight problem, there's a giant bottomless pit. Some threadlings will make the courageous leap and connect with the boss, others won't. Also, I think I was throwing my threadling grenades way too close here. Maybe at a better angle, more will connect. Regardless though, for this encounter, it's not really worth it. There's going to be better options and you should change up your strat for this encounter. For Warlocks, solar nades are really good here. You could cycle Song of Flame or Word of Radiance with this, and that will probably be the best bet.